From Hollywood, almost live, it's the Gong Show.
And here he is, the star and the host of the Gong Show, a man who is a real pussycat, a wonderful person. You'll love him, Chuck Barrett. Who is Chuck Barrett?
Thank you, and welcome to the Gong Show. Welcome to the old Gong Show. Now, we have an unusual selection of relatively unknown amateur and professional talent backstage, all waiting to impress our panel of celebrities. The celebrities will rate them, and the act with the highest score will receive this Gong Award, this wonderful check for $516.32. That's right. And Bobby Vance to the offer. Thank you. Thank you, Bobby. If after 45 seconds one of our celebrities feel the act is not worthy of continuing, he or she will hit that old gong like this. Thank you, Phyllis. Bam. Okay, that's how it works. Now, you know, a lot of accordion players just come out and stand there and play something like Lady of Spain. Well, I guarantee that our first act ain't going to be no different. Here is Al Palermo. We'll be back to meet our wonderful celebrities and find out what they think of Al Palermo. You were selling, boy. Right after his message. Woo. Thank you. Welcome back to the old Gong Show, Gong-ors and Gong-ees. Now, our celebrities will be rating our acts on a scale of 0 to 10 based on the act's entertainment value, creativity, and ability. And now, let's meet our celebrities. Now, in a moment, our next guest will be stepping into the Gong Show spotlight. I know because he broke 3 of them yesterday. Here is Ronnie Schell. Ronnie Schell. Ronnie, what do you think of Al Palermo and his little box?
Well, first, Mr. Palermo, tell all the boys in Jersey hello. I don't know, I didn't find hardly anything wrong with Al. I thought he was very good, and I gave him a huge 9.
A 9. That's a nice start, Al. All right. Now let's meet a young lady whose hairdo was once a condominium for Beretta's bird. The fantastic Phyllis Diller. Phyllis Diller. Al Palermo.
Funny, you should have mentioned my hair because I would have given Al a 10 if he hadn't showed up in Howard Cosell's hair.
A 9. That's good enough. All right. Now here's a man who hosts NBC's Wheel of Fortune, and he'll soon be singing at that great Allentown Fair in Pennsylvania. And he's doing our show. And in his words, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Chuck Woolery. Chuck Woolery.
Al, I've seen 100 guys, at least 100, count them. 100 guys play accordion. I never saw anybody molest one like that. I gave you a 10. Yeah,
A 10. That's pretty good. And that gives you, Al, a total of 28 points, and I think that's great. Let's have a big hand for Al Palermo. Very good, Al. That was a Hall of Fame performance. Now, all of our acts know beforehand they may be gone. And that's the chance they take to be seen on television coast to coast. And now, while there's all sorts of things happening around here in the Gong Show, let's meet our next act. You could always find our next act in his garage, practicing his fire dance. And because of his persistence, you can now find his garage in his ashtray. Let's have a big hand for Yusero Misa. Yusero Misa. Wow, Yusero, that is one act. Ooh, you gave yourself 2 hot seats. Let's find out what Phyllis Diller thinks about Yusero Misa.
You know what? My heater just burned out. Could he be at my house at 5? He's sensational.
A 10. That's terrific. That's awful good. Chuck Woolery.
I used to go to a little old girl back in Kentucky could do that. And she didn't have no hair on her body either. Burn it all off, just like you did, but I gave you a 10.
All right, Ronnie Schell.
Well, first of all, Yusero, Jack Lord said to say hello. And I thought... Huh? Funny? Inside joke? Well, it's a different network, isn't it?
That's okay. What are we giving old
I
Yusero?
thought that his act for what he did was rated a 10.
A 10. Boy, that's 30 points, Yusero. That is as good as it gets here in the old Gong Show. Thank you for being with us. We'll be back with more Gong Show right after this message. A cute 8-year-old whose parents brought her to the Gong Show because she didn't clean up her room. I want you to welcome Sandra Stanzik. Sandra.
Wouldn't anybody care to meet sweet old-fashioned girl? Wouldn't anybody care about sweet old-fashioned girl? Nursing on birds, translated by French, sloppy section.
I think that's terrific, Sandra. Really, my daughter can just barely get out of bed in the morning. Let's find out what the troops think of you, and let's go first to Chuck Woolery.
I gave you a 10.
That's right. All right. Ronnie Schell. Ronnie?
Well, I thought she was adorable and all the things that Chuck said, and I gave her a 10.
All right. And Phyllis Diller?
You gave her a 10.
A 10. That gives you 30. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. I'm so thrilled. We'll be right back with more.
Super Bowl rivals, championship players, a gridiron.
Now, our next performer is going to come out and throw his voice. After seeing him, you may want to throw it back. From Allegan, Michigan, here comes Tom Pierce.
Hi, I want to introduce you to my friend, Peter. Peter Pillow. Hey, Peter, how you doing? Now, Peter's a very unusual pillow. He does tricks. Are you ready, Peter? Okay. Now, this trick has never before been performed by an American pillow. Ready? 1, 2, 3, jump! Peter, wake up. Peter. Peter, that's not very nice. Okay, now the next trick that Peter's going to do is... Peter. Oh, this is one problem. Take it easy. He's going to do his next trick now, aren't you, Peter? Peter, play dead. Peter, wake up. Peter, wake up. Peter. Good.
Tom, we all got Gong. Kind of like that. I don't know, but then again, I like Newark. Chuck Woolery, why did you Gong old Tom Pierce?
Are you serious?
No, I guess that's about it, Tom. I guess that sort of answers it. Listen.
No. I sort of disagree.
Really?
I loved the way the pillow's lips never moved once.
I see. Well, listen, see that? There was a little conflict, so it's not all that bad. I want to thank you for being on the show, Tom, and we have a nice little gift for you. And why don't you just take Peter behind there, someplace like that. There you go. All right. Okay, now. Oh, my. All right. Up next, a very funny fellow. Tom Pierce just slid right off our stage. Up next is a very funny fellow who just wants to come out here and smile, because the way he sees it, how else can you make a fast 5:16:32? Let's hear it for Archie Black.
I've done a few shows around this town, but this is one I almost missed. You see, my wife and I have 5 children, but we can really only afford 2. And I said, the very next time you get pregnant, I'm going to shoot myself. Found out last night she was pregnant. So I went and got the gun and I put it up to my head. But then I got to thinking, I might be killing innocent man. A chuckle will do. Anything you say. Seriously now, can you imagine anyone with 6 kids with this inflation? Last month, the cost of living went up 45 cents a 50. Don't take my word for it. You just go by Tiffany's. They have 3 things in the window: a diamond ring, emerald necklace, and a pork chop. I'm not about to tell you the amount of money that I make, but the guy next door cashes my check. And he's on welfare. Right now in Korea, there's an orphan that is supporting me. You know what it's like to be black, live in a black neighborhood? My friends have been going out buying a half a watermelon. I've been doing the same thing with grapes. I'll tell you just how bad it has gotten. My doctor tried to rob a bank, and he would have gotten away with it, too. But no one could read his hold-up note.
We're running out of time. I really love it. All right, let's go right along because we're kind of running out of time. And Ronnie, Schell, what did you think of Archie Black?
Well, I loved Archie's act. In fact, I'll be doing it in Las Vegas later in the year.
And you gave him?
I gave him a big 10.
A big 10, all right. Phyllis Diller? Phyllis Diller.
Seldom you ever see a new person with comic talent.
Good deal. I agree. That's true. 10 points. Chuck Woolery. 10 points. 30 points for Archie Black. I think that's good, Archie. We'll be back with more Gong Show.
Step 1, add water.
Welcome back, and we have a three-way tie in the Gong Show. We really have to move along, so let me have my audience help me decide. And we'll start right off the bat with Sarah Misa. Sarah. All right. And now, Sandra Stanzik. And Archie Black. Archie Black.